This is Wyoming Rick Treasure Reveal. I'm going to start a 4,000 nickel hunt, a $200 bag of nickels, and I went ahead and just cut the bag open. I got it in my bank where I bank, and I've got the nickels sitting there, and I'm just going to pick them out and go through them and see what I can find. Let's look and see what we can find. While I've got you live on camera here, I'll place my nickels on here when I start doing the handful searches, and I'm probably going to bring you in on about every 5 finds. But for right now, we'll just start off with a find or two and just get this video started. All right, let me jump in here and see what I can find. See if I can find something obvious. You know what's being looked for. If you hunt nickels, you know what you probably want, and I think pretty much everybody's looking for the same thing. So that looks like a 1980. It looked kind of old, but it wasn't as old as it looked. Like me, I look kind of old, but I'm not as old as I look. Just kidding. This is a 1974, it looks like. See if I can find something that's obvious on age. Maybe a few buffalo nickels will pop out of there. Who knows? Still haven't found my first B nickel yet. Let's look at this. That's 2023. How many's finding a lot of 2023s? I'm still finding a lot of them. Pretty amazing. Haven't found no 25s yet. Has anybody out there found any 25s? Look here. I think I found an older one here. Hey, let's see. Is that a 61? Yeah, 1961. It looked older. It is. It's older. It's a 61, but just not what I'm looking for. Here's 1940. Let's flip it over and see what the mint mark is. Looks like a Philadelphia. So there's my first find of the hunt, and I'll place it right there on my little trusty mat. And let's see, I'll place it right here. Look for another find or two before I go off camera here for a minute. That's a 75. I thought that was a 54 there for a second. I don't know how I've seen 54 out of 75, but I did. Let's see. This one looks kind of old, but I don't think it is that old. 1960. Well, it's a 60. So, okay. Well, I don't see any buffalo nickels yet, but again, this is a big bag of nickels, so I got a lot of searching to do. I'm excited about that. I love hunting through nickels. It is my favorite denomination. How about you guys out there? What's your favorite denomination? Haven't found a war nickel in a while either, as far as war nickels goes. See what this one is. It's a 66. I'll pull these on down. Try to get some more obvious ones. Okay. Don't see anything else out there that's obvious as far as the older ones go. I see a lot of shine in here. So a lot of newer ones, hopefully some 24s is going to be in this bag. We'll find out soon. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go out, and I'll bring you in every 3 to 5 finds. If I seem to be finding keepers really often, then I'll do it every 5 finds. If it seems to be a slow bag, then I'll bring you in about every 3 finds. All right. Thank you for viewing. Please hit like and subscribe. I appreciate your viewing the video, and I'll be right back with some finds. Okay, I've got my first 5 finds. Let me zoom this in so you can see what we've found so far. Of course, this was my initial find when I first got into the bag, the 1940 Philadelphia. Then I've got a 1947, and I found a 1959. I thought it was a 39 at the start, but it wasn't. 2024D, another 2024D. So let's just put this 40s on the 40s pile, the 50s right here, and I'm going to take the two 24s, and I'm going to put them right there, and the 30s will go here once I find 30s. Now, this is nickel tube number 20, 2024D nickels. I have filled 19 since I started looking back in November, and I'm now on tube number 20, so that is what I am working on. And I've got 15 in there, so I've got 2 more right there, so it put me at 17. And so I'm hoping to find 25 in this bag and fill this tube up. That'd be a pretty good haul if I do, but there's 4,000 coins in here also, so we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to get back to the hunt, and I'll bring you back in just as soon as I make 5 more finds. Okay, I've got finds. I'm sorry, get my words right here in a minute. Finds 6 through 10 on this hunt to have the 4,000 count nickel bag. I got a 1952 D. I will turn this over so you can see the D mint mark. Then I got a 1957, 1958, and I've got 2 more 2024 Ds, which will make 4 of these. And this will make 4 of the 1950s and 2 of the 1940s. So I've got 10 finds for the hunt so far. As you know, I like to at least find 1 keeper per 100, which in a bag of 4,000 would be 40. So I'm off to a good start, I feel. So that's 10 so far. It's been a while since I found double digits on the 2024 D. So hopefully I can finally break that streak of not finding double digits today. All right, I'm going to get back to the hunt and see what else I can find. Okay, I got 5 more finds. This will be finds number 11 through 15. I got a 1952. It is a Philadelphia. I looked at the back of it. A 1954 S. I'll flip it over so you see it. Then a 1945 War Nickel. That's the find of the hunt so far. And my 5th 2024 D. And a Canadian coin, which I will slide right there on the end of the 50 stack, or the 24 stack. I'll put that there. And I've got my 2 50s. I'll put them right here. So I'm up to 6 on the 50s right now. And then I'll put my War Nickel right here on my stack of 40s, which gives me 3. So there's 15 finds so far. All right, I got a lot of nickels left to hunt, so I'm going to get in there and see what else I can find. All right, I've got finds 16 through 20. A 2024 D, 2024 D, 2024 D, 2024 D. This one's a little dull. And a 1954. Let's see what the mint mark is. I didn't never check that out. So it's a 1954 D. So I've got 4 more of the 2024 Ds. That puts me at 9 on those. So I believe I will hit double digits this time. Be the first time in a long time out of a bag that I've hit double digits. There's my stack of 50s. I think I got 7 of those. And I got 3 40s, with the main one being the 1943 War Nickel. That's my favorite one so far. 1945, I mean. I said 43. This is a 45. And it's San Francisco. All right. We'll get back to the hunt and find 1 more 2024. So I'll finally hit double digits for a change on those. All right, I finally done it. What have I finally done? Well, I finally got double digits on the 2024 D nickels. First time I've done that in a long time. So here's my next 5 finds. I had 9 of these. Now I got 10, 11, and 12 of these. And then I've got a 1941 Philadelphia and a 1958 Denver. I looked at the back of this, so I'll show you the Denver. 1958 Denver. So I'm going to add to the 50s pile right there. And then the 40s pile right here. And then I'm going to add 3 more. Well, stack of 10 right there. And I'm going to start a new stack right there. And maybe I'll fill that up. So remember, I got 15 in the tube and 12 right here, so it's 27. Hey, I got that many nickels left. Maybe I'll hit 13 more and fill this tube number 20 up with 2024 D nickels. That would be so cool. All right, I'm going to get back to the hunt. Okay, I've got finds 26 through 30. Got a 1952, no mint mark, 1954 D. This one's a 1955 D. And this one is a 1956 D, so 3 years in a row there, and the D's on all of them. And my 13th 2024 D. So I'm going to add that to my 2024 second pile that I've got started. And all these 50s, this will make my 10th, 11th, and 12th. So there you go. 13 2024s, 12 1950s, 4 1940s, with one of them being a war nickel, and the Canadian nickel. So that makes 30. Haven't found no 30s, haven't found no Buffaloes, but I'm not giving up hope. Still haven't found a V nickel all year. So that's going to happen sooner or later. But, all right, that's what I found so far, and I got this much left to go. I'll be back with some more finds. Okay, I've got 5 more finds, and this group has some very interesting diversity with it. This will be 31 through 35. I found my first 1930s, a second year Jefferson, 1939, no mint mark. I got a 1941, no mint mark, so Philadelphia. And my first Buffalo nickel. Might be my only Buffalo nickel of the hunt, but it's a 1924. It does not have a mint mark. So Philadelphia. My second Canadian nickel and my 14th 2024 D. So I'm going to add to that pile. I'm going to start the 30s pile. And this was the 40s, so I'm going to put that one there. My first Buffalo nickel of the hunt right there. And my Canadian, actually I'm going to put my Buffalo nickel over here, balance this out really good. And so, yeah, there's 35 finds so far and got this much left. So I definitely believe I'm going to get my 1 per 100 nickel search average on keepers. I don't think that's going to be a problem. All I got to do is find 5 more. I think I'm going to get there. All right, let me finish this hunt and see what else I can find. Okay, here's the final numbers for the hunt. Here's the last 4 finds, which would put this total to 39. So that's just about 1 per 100 nickels searched in this bag, 4,000 nickel bag. But anyway, here's the results: 1941, 1947, 1948, and my 15th 2024 D, which I'm going to put right here. 15th 2024 D, and 1, 2, 3 of the 41s right there. So it makes 39 coins, keepers. 15 of the 2024 Ds, 12 of the 1950s. And then it looks like there's 8 of the 1940s with the 1 war nickel. And then a 1939. And then a Buffalo nickel, which is a 1924, as you can see. So cool to find one like that. Let me blow that picture up a little bit so you can see it. It might say 23. Did I say 24? Put it over here where we can see it just a little bit better. Yeah, 1924. Okay? And then a couple of Canadian nickels. So anyway, 39 coins for the hunt. Thank you for viewing the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Share with me your experiences, because I'm always interested in hearing about what you find. And I also love to watch the coin row hunting videos on YouTube. That's always cool to watch. So, all right, well, thank you for viewing. You have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you at the next video.